Hello everyone, this is Aurelia at Aurelia's Crafting Ideas. I found some goodies at Dollar Tree and let me show you what I picked up on my haul. My Dollar Tree haul. So I found this, The Six of Crows. Leah Bardugo is the author. It says, enter the Grishaverse with book one of The Six of Crows duologue. And it is a Netflix original series, Shadow and Bone. I've never watched the series, but it might be interesting to take a look, right? So it says, a convict with a thirst for revenge, a sharpshooter who can't walk away from a wager, a runaway with a privileged past, a spy known as the Wraith, a heart render using her magic to survive the slums, a thief with a gift for unlikely escapes. Isn't that interesting, right? It says Kaz Breaker and his crew are the only ones who might stand between the world and destructions, if they don't kill each other first. Quite an interesting story. Well, according to the little dialogue here. But yeah. And then I can read through this. Right? Look at that. Well, there's some pictures in here too. Well, it's hard to tell because it's all dark, but it's like the galaxy scene. And then a few images here and there. Again, just kind of like the shadow imprint of an image. But yeah, it'll be interesting to read. And the price is covered up. I should know by now to always pull this off first. Here we go. It is $12.99 US, $17.50 for Canada. But yeah, I liked it. I wish it was a hardback book. That'll be excellent. But still, I'm going to read this, and then it's going to go on my table for Halloween. Oh, it'll look excellent on the table. So I picked that one up. I also decided to pick this up. I picked it up because I saw this on the shelf, right? When I picked it up, it was just just this top piece right here. I didn't realize it's actually sandwiched together. So it's one full piece. You got a front and a back. And I like the way, not the image, but the carving on the wood. I don't even know if it's wood. It might be that imitation wood, but it doesn't matter. What I want to do with this is to create a stamp. That's why I picked it up. But look at that. Isn't that neat? It'll make an excellent impression on paper. I'm hopeful anyways. So I picked this up. I don't know if there were other designs because this was the last one I found plus the broken one. So I snatched that one up. I might check another store to see if they have one. I also needed another paintbrush. So I picked this up. This is a 2-inch brush, and you'll find this in the tool section. And it says all purpose, but I'm using it to stain my garden toys outside. My planters and stuff like that. All the wooden ones. I'm repainting them or restaining them, so I needed one of these. So I picked that up. I also came across this. It just says divided case. And let me open it. And that's what it looks like on the inside. Let me grab a ruler. It is like 1.5 depth into the container, which is nice, right? I like it because it doesn't have the measurements on here. Like, we're so used to seeing measurements on here, but it doesn't. And it is 6 inches long by 4 inches. And then, see, with the lid, it's going to be 2 inches. So it's quite a nice, deep container. The only problem is they only had one. So I don't even know if this is complete because these are just like sitting on the shelf. So I went ahead and picked it up. There's 4 dividers here, but there's slots for 5 dividers. But I mean, I'm not going to use the dividers, but anyways, it's good to have it, right, in case you want to do something with it. So I picked that up. So I'm happy to have found that one. I also picked this up. This is the Self-Healing Mat by Zoid. It's a brand name item and it is 9 by 6 inches. It says it's 3 millimeters thick and dual color. Yeah, Zoid limited lifetime warranty. I don't know how well that works with Dollar Tree, but we'll see. So here we go, look. I like the size of it. It's a, 9 by 6. And then I got it because it has all these angles on there, and it'll be good because if I want to like cut something at an angle, I can just slide my paper in here and then just trim it off that way. And if you really want to know the degrees of your cutting, the degrees are there, and you got a small grid right here, look, and then a larger grid. Nice. And then even bigger grid. And then the back side is the same way. You got the small grid, next a 1/2 inch grid, and then the 1 inch grid. Yeah, the small one is 1/4 inch grid. And then of course you got your angles on here also. So I'm happy I found this one. I picked up just the one. I'm going to give it a try. See, it's a good thickness. And it is brand name too, so which is a plus, right? I'm happy with that one. And then they had some new pins in that I want to try. These are ballpoint pins. So this collection here is black ink. Just the casings are like different colors. I do need some black ink, so I went ahead and picked this up, and I'm going to go ahead and give it a try. It is a 1.0 millimeter pen, so it's on the thick side for writing. I prefer the thin writing, but this will work for my project, so I went ahead and picked this up. And then, yeah, while I was picking up the black ink, I noticed this one. This is the blue ink, and it's also 1 millimeter thick. And I like the colors on these casing also. Yeah, they're a bit chunky, but that's fine. Like I said, it'll work. I will make it work. I also decided to pick up these wooden shapes. You get 40 leaves on these. Get them open. They've had this for a while now. I just finally decided I want to own some. Is why I picked it up. If I can get in here. So look at that. They're that light, almost like the balsa wood. Very light. And let me see. Let me use my new hot pad or trim pad. So it is like 1 1/4 inch long by a 1/2 inch wide. And yeah, they're all the same. And I did pick up 2 bags because when I'm doing a project, I need more than just the one leaf. So I figured I need 2 bags. So I'm quite happy with this one. Oh, push that aside. And then I picked up some stickers. I picked up this. I have purchased this one before, and I decided to pick up another one. It's the patio chair with a pot of pansies. Isn't that neat? I like it. A basket of apples with gloves. Nice, right? And they only had one. I wish they had another one, but it's another item I will add to my wish list. And then I decided to pick this one up. These are leaves. I had purchased some leaves before, but it was a different style. This is another style that goes with the collection I had bought earlier. I don't have it close by. I'm sorry, or I would show you. But you get 6 leaves in there. Nice, right? And these have like that embossing effect on them, and they're stickers. I also found these, and I picked up 3 of these. These are pop-up stickers, and you get 11 in the package. So this is what they look like. I bought it because of the truck down here. Isn't that neat? It says Journey on the back, but I like it. And then you get the Eiffel Tower, you get a luggage, beach photos, a train, and it does have that silver foiling on there, so which is nice. It says Our Vacation. I like it. Nice. You got the Statue of Liberty right there. I like it. So I got that. And then I also picked up this, and this is the last item that I picked up. And it's another collection of pop-up stickers, and you get 10 items. And this is what you get. This says Adventure on the Road. You get the hot air balloon, you get the Pisa, a map of the United States, and then you get another car here. It's the old Volkswagen and Statue of Liberty. And then you get also a banner with the world map design on there. Isn't that neat? I like it. I'm happy with these. I'm glad I stopped by Dollar Tree today. Quite happy with my purchase. I hope that I was able to show you a few items that you may want to keep a watch out for the next time you go to Dollar Tree. And I hope you find this cutting mat. It is a very nice quality mat. Nice, I like it. And Dollar Tree is stocking a lot of books at the moment, so hopefully you can catch some interesting books to read or to decorate your home with. But look at this. I'm looking forward to reading this book. And I'm glad I found book 1. Now I just need to figure out what book 2 is. Thank you for stopping by. This is Aurelia at Aurelia's Crafting Ideas, and I will see you next time.